Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona njengoba sibonile ukuthi uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa uhlanganele noPresident Donald Trump. Angizukukhuluma ke ngalokho okushiwo lapho kakhulu kodwa into engifisa ukukhuluma ngayo ile shiwo uJohn Steenhuisen. Ngoba lento ingenze ngacabanga. Usichazile isizathu esenza ukuthi bona njenge DA bangene kwi-coalition neANC bafome lento ekuthiwa iGNU. Ngifisa ukucaphunela sona. Bese ke ngicaphuna ke ne-reaction evela kubantu abahlukene mayelana nohambo luka President Cyril Ramaphosa. uDr Mbuyiseni Ndlozeni ubhale kanje uthi okwenzeka kulele room kuyinhlambe enkulu kwisithunzi sase-Afrika ukubambisana kanye ne-Liberation Legacy. Uthi lapha literally bathathizwe banikezela ngalo. Uthi what a shame state of affairs. Noma imuphi umuntu proud owase-Africa proud. Ukubukela le drama le ufana ngabe uzwile naye ukuthi kukhona ishame ngaphakathi einhlizweni zabo. Ubhale kanjena kuDr Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. Floyd Shivambu yena ubhale kanje ubhale ukuthi ama-colonial clerks ayazichaza wona lapha kuma-colonial masters okuyibona abavele badecide ukungaba-understand. Donald Trump ukhipha ubufakazi obenza ukuthi athi South Africa kunabantu kunama-farmers abulawayo nabo ubufakazi abukhiphini.
The mayor of DA in PE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have touched a white man. Not because Mashaba and Soli will not be touched. They will be touched, don't worry. But we are starting with this whiteness. We are cutting the throat of whiteness. It's like that.
Shoot to kill Yamaza. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa. Shoot to kill Yamaza. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Kill the brewer, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa.
I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying you was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter. They freak out. It sounds like a genocidal sport.
But it is.
Ubunye bobufakazi lobo abukhiphile uPresident Trump njengoba ade badlalela le video bakhombisa ukuthi cha nabi impela former president ecula la ukuthi uzodutshula ibhunu lelo bazolidubula ngembayimbayi nangu no Julius Malema naye ecula ingoma le ethi kill the brewer kill the farmer, of which constitutional court la eSouth Africa yathi le ngoma alikho icala ukuthi mayicula uJulius Malema. So ngaleso sikhathi wayicula ngempela akasadlala futhi angikholwa ukuthi kuke kube khona la kuhlangana khona ama-member we-EFF bese engayiculi le ngoma. So ke mina nje angifuni ukukhuluma into eyenzeke lapho kodwa ngithatha i-reaction yabantu. Ubuziwe kuSinawo Thambo mayelana nalezi ndaba wayeseyena ephendula kanje.
Look, we think it's a confirmation that the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema, continues to be on the right side of history. So unlike others who are being praised for being charming and being mature in a patronizing manner by Donald Trump and Johan Rupert, the Commander-in-Chief and President of the EFF is being called out for chanting a song called Kill the Brewer, Kill the Farmer, which is directed to a system of oppression where a white minority controls the resources in the land of South Africa while the black majority continues to be slaves at their behest. So I think it represents a genuine reason for us to be proud of a leader of an organization in South Africa that does not bend on principle. While Cyril Ramaphosa distanced himself from a chant which was developed by the ANC, distanced himself from a chant which was ratified as constitutional freedom of speech that should not be interpreted literally by the Constitutional Court of South Africa, the Commander-in-Chief and President of the Economic Freedom Fighters is being called upon to be arrested by an irrational, illiterate, racist president of the United States of America whose term can not come to an end anytime sooner. So our reaction is that we've caused the necessary shake and debate internationally, and it's something that we should continue to do and not retreat.
Njengoba umuzwa kuSinawo Thambo la ebeka ukuthi impela usho ukuthi uJulius Malema lento ayenzayo iyenza ngempela futhi useyabonakala akafane nabanye abayele baqeda bangayimela le chant ekubeni yaqalwa iANC engakhulumi literally ngabantu kodwa ekhuluma ngesystem yayikhona ngaleso sikhathi iculo. So iyona into ayishilo kodwa ke emveni bosebuziwe lemibuzo uRamaphosa uye wathi umbuzo ucela ukuthi awudirect kuJohn Steenhuisen okuyena ofuneka aphendule ngoba uMinister weAgriculture ngithi kuthiwa kubulawa ama-white farmers so uMinister weAgriculture okwesibili mhlophe yena ngokwakhe so uzokwazi ukuphendula kahle la yena ke empendulweni yakhe uthe
including the question that you've just raised. John?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr. President, thank you for welcoming us to the White House. I would say we have a rural safety problem in South Africa. I don't think anyone wants to candy coat that. And it requires a lot of effort to get on top of it. It's going to require more policing resources. It's going to require a different strategy to be able to deal with it. But certainly the majority of South Africa's commercial and smallholder farmers really do want to stay in South Africa and make it work. And I've just come from the largest agricultural show in the Southern Hemisphere with organized agriculture and farmers, and the majority of them want to stay. But they too there have a memorial to those who've died as a result of farm attacks. And as the Minister of Agriculture, it is something that I'm particularly exercised with my colleagues at police and my colleagues in the justice cluster to start making farm attacks and stock theft a priority crime. And it affects all farmers in South Africa, particularly stock theft. It has a disproportionate effect on smallholder black farmers. I also want to just say this, that the two individuals that are in that video that you've seen are both leaders of opposition minority parties in South Africa. Umkhonto weSizwe under Mr. Zuma and the Economic Freedom Fighters under Mr. Malema. Now the reason that my party, the Democratic Alliance, which has been an opposition party for over 30 years, chose to join hands with Mr. Ramaphosa's party was precisely to keep those people out of power. We cannot have those people sitting in the union buildings making decisions. And that is why after 30 years of us exchanging barbs across the floor in Parliament and trying to get one over on each other, we've decided to join hands precisely to keep that lot out of government. Because the day they get in to the doors of the union buildings in South Africa or control of our Parliament, that's what you're going to see. And that is why this government, working together, needs the support of our allies around the world so that we can strengthen our hand, grow our economy, and shut the door forever on that rabble getting through the doors of the union bodies, because then South Africa's future would be...
Njengoba umuzwa kuBasJohn echaza isigaba sokuqala ukuthi cha into enkinga la eSouth Africa khona icrime eaffecta wonke umuntu. Njengoba eshathi njengedepartment yakhe ngisho nama-farmers amnyama aya-affecteka ngoba icrime ikakhulukazi kulabo abantu abatshontsha imfuyo. Nalaba bangama-farmers asemancane amnyama nawo yaba-affecteka hayi ngoba kubulawa ama-farmers amhlophe. Wayesesho ukuthi ibona bathatha isinqumo sokuthi bangene kule coalition ne-ANC ukuze banqande MK kanye ne-EFF ukuthi ingabi ingxenye ye-government. So bakhethe ukusebenzisana ne-ANC ngoba inhloso yabo ukuvimba futhi bazimisela ukuvimba ungunaphakade ukuze ngoba uma kungase kungene e-MK party ne-EFF lapha e-office kube yiyona ephethe union building izinto azizokuhamba kahle. Ushuthi lento lezi abakhala ngazo Donald Trump bazozibona zenzeka literal abazokugcina ngokucula kuphela. So inhloso enkulu ye-DA ne-ANC ukuze bahlangane bakhande coalition. Akusikho ukuthi ngoba kuzothuthukiswa umnotho nani nento ezifana nale, kodwa kuhlangane lapha ngoba kuzovinjwa MK kanye ne-EFF. Ngokwami bekungafanele iMK kanye neEFF behlukana. Lama political party amabili bekufuneka asebenzisane, abamsane ngoba ayizitha noma ayi-threat kulama political parties aphethe. Sicaphune ke uNhlamulo Ndlela mayebuzwa yena ukuthi ureacte kanjani mayelana nalolu daba.
And the people that you saw there are in effect the perpetrators, we should actually call them that facilitated the payments of the CR17 campaign in 2017. So for the first time now, we've actually gotten to see the individuals who are actually behind this so-called GNU, which is a coalition of convenience with the likes of Steenhuisen, and not in the interest of serving South Africans. So this is what the situation is at play here.
Njengomuzwa kuNhlamulo uthi labantu esibabone lapha ilaba kuyibona abakhokhela icampaign yeCR17 futhi bona behind iGNU. Hayi ngenhloso yokuthi kuthuthukiswe isizwe. Cha, asiqhubeke naye.
I want you to move away from the Democratic Alliance because, of course, he said it in his capacity as the Minister of Agriculture, and that is John Steenhuisen. He says, and I'm going to quote some of what he said that I joined the GNU to keep those people, referring to yourselves and the EFF, out of power. We cannot have them join government. We decided to keep that lot, as he said it, out of government because the day they come into the union buildings, that is exactly what you'll see.
Since when, if you look at our policy, we're very clear what we need to do. Since when is free education a crime? Since when is beneficiation of our minerals for our people a crime? Because that's what we stand for. So getting into government, and since when is requesting that we nationalize our reserve bank that is currently owned by foreigners a crime? Why should it be a crime? Since when is ending alleviating poverty and creating jobs a crime? Since when is stimulating and ensuring infrastructure investment that will also then increase productivity and create jobs a crime? So if that is a crime, then quite honestly, he's in the wrong country.
Yoko bekuyi-reaction ka spokesperson we MK party uNhlamulo Ndlela. Ephendula into eshuwo uJohn Steenhuisen. Angeke ke ngisabuyele emuva ngoba uzwele nawe. Sizodlulela phambili manje. Kuneviki engifisa ukuyicaphuna la. Kodwa angezukufaka ivideo ngezathu ukuthi ngiyasaba angazi noma ngenzeke ngishaye ngecopyright na. Ngizocaphuna iaudio. Ngiyacela uzwe la.
Because we've never been industrialized in the past. Industrialization waves that have come and gone, Africa was not touched. And other countries industrialized. It's for the first time that we are industrializing. Because colonialists were not there to industrialize Africa. But in South Africa, you have a different kind of a situation wherein there was industrialization, but not by the indigenous people, the majority, by those who came to settle. Now, what we are saying that the black people themselves must create the industry. So for the first time, we are creating middle class, we are creating people who are going to own businesses for the first time. So it can't have a negative side, positive side all the time. We're going to create jobs. We are, for example, training our people, skilling them for the purposes of industrialization with us. So that's what we're looking at. Part of what President Jinping was saying, to focus on the continent, is actually to support, among others, industrialization itself.
Talking about industrialization, people look at China. Whether it's a China model or not, that's for debate. But certainly the China experience, what does that mean to you, Mr. President, and also other African nations?
What is critical with China is that the openness, much as they say so, but they are doing business as business, but guided by the Chinese characteristics. But what is important is that in itself is a lesson to other people. How have the Chinese succeeded? It's because they've got discipline in the job they do. That's what people have got to adopt. I've said it to many people. You can wish to be Chinese, you'll never be, because you have got to have what guides them as the ideological approach, so to speak. But they are not, it's not say you cannot do it.
What do you make of these dramatic changes when it comes to the demands of qualities of political leadership?
Well, South Africa is a democratic country. It's just 20 years. The experience is very clear. Any former national liberation movement in 20 years, there are challenges politically that challenge the political party. What becomes important, how is that party responding to those challenges? That is important. I don't think the ANC is different from other former political parties. What is important is that the party must understand what is happening and it must say, what do we do to deal with this? For an example, 20 years in South Africa, it means democracy has matured and people generally are beginning to make the choices having thought in one form or the other, and it means, for an example, for the first time in South Africa, we've just gone through the local government elections, wherein people have made their choices, and we had 3 metros, the big what we call, that they were tying for the first time. And then there's been an introduction of a new element of coalitions, because there's no one party could rule without talking to small parties. So that's a new element that is coming, that even small parties can now determine which direction a metro goes or a municipality goes. That's a new kind of politics.
But what does that mean for the used to be major party?
It used to be a major party. It means we have reached a point where
bengithi angikulethele ke into ekhulunywe lapha futhi engizwe interesting kakhulu ukuthi iDA yathatha isinqumo sokuthi ibe ku coalition ngoba inqanda ukuthi MK kanye neEFF bangabi ingxenye. So befuna lama political party omabili asebenzisana. Befuna lama political omabili asupportana. Bekuthi angikulethele nanokuthi bari-react bathini bona emveni basezikhulunywa zonke ezinye izinto. Kwivideo engigcine ngayo noma ke ngicangithe ngizocaphuna ngizoyifaka ezi-audio. Umzwile uPresident Zuma wabuzwa la ngobudlelana azoba nabo neChina ukuthi ubudlelane obunjani. Yilokho abekuchaza kule video. Asiyibambe ivideo. Asiyibambe ivideo. Ngigweme ngamabomu i-tweet kaJulius Malema. Ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi ibizongithathela isikhathi kanti ngifuna nje ukurekhoda la. Ngiyeke nje ngamabomu. Sizoyibheka mhlawumbe kusasa. Kodwa nje kwamanje ilokho ebengithi angikulethele khona mayelana nohambo lukaPresident Ramaphosa lase-United States of America. Interesting kakhulu la. Le post engiyibone ibhalwe uKhumbuzo Chaveni. Ngathi Ndala uthi ushintsha umqondo wakhe manje ngoYohan Rupert ngoba le ndoda iyisizathu esenza ukuthi 90% abantu base South Africa bamnyama babe nemisebenzi. Hayi mina nabasithibana ivideo landelayo ungakhohlwa ucomment, ushare, ulike.